Hello and welcome back to Captain of Industry. So last time we got some more farms up and running to try and get some more wheat and soybean in to try and get some more production down here so we could get more food for the chickens. Which is going okay actually. We've got a good bit of food coming in over here because we've got backed up with the fertilizer, so that's working all right. That's all good. Bread is backed up, which is good because that means that this won't be processing, so that's more animal feed going into here. So that's all looking okay. Not great because we haven't got any actually in stock, but there's stuff going in, so that's not too bad. And our chickens are full, so we're getting eggs and we're getting meat out of them. I don't think I'm going to worry about a second chicken farm quite yet because we haven't really got the food situation under control. So food is at 23 months, which isn't fantastic, but we've got a full set of vegetables, we've got a full set of bread, we should have more tofu coming in as well, and a relatively steady stream of eggs and meat, although not enough to fill them up, but enough so that they've actually got some in there. So it's not too bad, although that's only 23 months, it's not actually looking too bad at all. We've got 46 workers free, which is really nice to see. We haven't got anything paused over there. I don't think we've got anything paused at the moment, apart from our power production and our oil stuff. And we also paused these, didn't we? So we could get more tier 1 parts in stock, I guess. Oh no, it's for the iron, wasn't it? So the iron is now backed all the way up and is completely full. Which isn't a bad thing, because hopefully these will stop producing soon, which means that more of the iron ore... yeah, the iron ore. I was going to change my mind to say copper then. More of the iron ore is going over to the steel production, which is good. So this steel is all the way backed up, which means we'll actually have steel coming into stock, which means we can start using the steel for the ship production. It's one thing we needed it for. And there was something else as well we needed steel for, but I can't remember what it was, so we're going to ignore that for the moment. We started off our glass production as well, although we've paused half of it for the moment because our glass is building up quite nicely anyway. So our tree planters are complaining they can't find or can't get somewhere, although this one's just sorted itself out. They were both complaining and now they're both okay. But we are running a little low on trees we can plant, I think. Yeah, I think they're trying to probably plant these ones up here, which isn't really going to work. So what we'll just do for the moment is we'll just edit the area and we'll say do that bit there instead. And then they can plant this area. Because we've got lots of trees there. Our tree harvesters are... well, I don't know where they are, actually. Where are our tree harvesters? I don't know. Doesn't matter too much. They're harvesting trees somewhere. So a pickup over here was complaining it couldn't reach anywhere, and that's because we've given it this weird little lip. So they're currently taking this route around to get up there. Not sure how we managed that, but it's something we seem to do quite often. That's quite an easy fix. We'll just do that. Flatten all of that out. Pop that one back in because I didn't mean to do that. That should solve that. We do need some more copper ore coming in, ideally, because that is the one thing we are really struggling with at the moment. Coal is looking a little bit... where's coal gone? A little bit low. If we look up here at our main coal plant, there's a little bit in stock. It's not as much as it used to be. You can see that's all gone there. We do have all of this on this belt here, which is currently doing nothing, because that feeds this power station. But that's like our emergency backup in case this one fills up, which we're doing okay with at the moment. So today, what do we want to do? That is a very good question. Well, we got Mark II metallurgy stuff. So we've got Mark II casters and everything. Do we really need them, though, for not getting enough ore in over here? We could think about upgrading our copper side, because we're doing okay over here. This is all full. But on the other hand, we're also full of copper, so... don't know if we're really too concerned about that either. So I think one of the things we're going to do is we're going to shut down this coal mine. Because if we look at the map here, there really isn't much coal there. There's a little bit over here, there's a little bit over here, tiny little bits over here. But really, it's pretty much done. So I think the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take this one and we're going to pause it. We're going to take off the 3 excavators and the 6 trucks. And we're going to add them to this coal mine over here. So where's the tower for this one? I think I used this one, didn't I? Yes. So another 3 excavators and another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trucks. And then this will be like a main coal plant. Over here, there is loads and loads of coal, but that's not going to last forever. At some point, we keep saying it, we're going to have to start thinking about building a bridge over to... There's some coal over here, I think, isn't there? Yeah. Building a bridge over to one of these, and there's a lot of coal there. But that pretty much is only coal over there, isn't it? I suppose if we build a bridge, we also get access to the limestone and the quartz and more water and this iron. Oh, there's also coal behind there as well. So if we could actually get that done, that would help out a little bit. But before we do that, if we look over here, this is largely done. For some reason, they've left a weird little divot in the middle. I don't know why they're doing that. That's weird, why they haven't filled that in first. But I think we need to sort this out first. What are you complaining about? You can't get... Oh, you can't, can you? Because of that pipe there. So I think we need to think about putting in another bridge for those. Why can't you? Because there's a pipe there as well. Well, that, I'll tell you what, easy fix. We're not really using this pipe at the moment, are we? So let's just delete that one up to like there. We can't unity it because it's already on its way, I suppose. And that'll allow those to go along there, over there. And they're still going to get blocked there, but they could go up around here. Yeah, they can go up there, so that should be fine. And then they can go over our wonderful little bridge carved through the mountain there. Sweet. So that's more coal getting dug over there. That's really going to start ramping up over there now. So we could think about getting rid of all of this. We don't need this anymore. So let's do that. Just focusing on the ones that are empty for the moment. I don't know why there's a little bit of stuff left on that. It must not be. It's waste. And what you set to? Slag. That's fine. We'll just delete that, delete that, delete that, delete that, delete that. And that one's now empty as well. So we've got a little bit of dirt and we've got a little bit of loose storage there. Rock even. Loose storage. That's just the name of the container. You fool. You fool. So once that's gone, we should see these sort themselves out. Loose storage, invalid route assigned. Well, that's fine, because as soon as you've been emptied... In fact, if we just tell you to delete, and you to delete, and you to delete, and you to delete, trucks will start emptying that soon anyway. And then we need to think about what we're going to do with this massive hole. So let's start filling in this massive hole. So this bit, I don't mind that slope being there so much, but we need to sort out the... Do we need to sort out the sides? I mean, it'd be nice if it was more usable, wouldn't it? So we could bring it all in so it's... If we make that flat. Let's just pause for a minute before anyone does anything silly. So we could do something like this. Bring that in all there. So that's all flat. And then from there, if we... It's so hard to see this sometimes. If we make that a slope... That's not sloped. How do I make that a slope? I want to make that a slope. How do I make that a slope? Why won't you slope for me? You should be sloping, but you're not sloping. Is that because I need to go... No. Why can't I slope you? I don't understand. I suppose what we could do is just... See, that's now sloping, isn't it? Yeah. Very weird. We could do something like this. And just tell it to fill in. No, you've sloped down. Don't slope down. I don't want you to slope down. Flat. Flat. I think that's right there. So we could tell it to do that. And then worry about how we're going to slope it afterwards. We could do like a thing up from the side there once it's done that. But it's got a little way to go yet. It still looks like it's sloping. It's confusing to me what it's doing. But I think we'll do that anyway. We'll leave that to do that. And they'll fill it in slowly. Fill in that massive hole in the middle of our thing there. We are out of power. Why don't you have power? Because you're not spinning. Why aren't you spinning? Because you ran out of steam? I think they ran out of steam temporarily. That's a little concerning. That's very concerning. Why are we not getting steam? Let's pause a second. Because we've got no naphtha, no fuel gas, and no coal, and no animal feed. That should be telling it to keep full, but it's not. So the only thing and we've got no light or no meat. So we're literally out of stuff to burn over here. Is that because we're out of oil? No, oil's coming in. So oil should be getting processed still. That's super, super concerning. Super, super concerning. Let's change this to a P3. And let's unpause these. And get that back up and running again. Because that's no good for us. That's no good at all. Not seeing any coal get brought in yet, which is also concerning. Can we get some coal coming in down here, please? We should start see these. Yeah, those are firing now, so that should be getting there. This coal should be starting. Oh, here are our new excavators. Excellent. So they're going to start filling this up really quickly now, which is going to be awesome. Oh, that's what we need to steel for. We need to steel for our large excavator, didn't we? So we could start replacing the excavators here with the large excavators. Oh, was that a flash of lightning I saw? I'm really hoping this power sorts itself out really soon. This one's now going, so we're okay for the moment. For the moment. And this one's firing, so these should be starting to spin, so we should start seeing those soon. So the power situation has been solved for now, but that's not good. That's not good at all. Let me just borrow you a second. Yeah, they can definitely get to that coal bucket. I don't know why it isn't being filled. That's dirt. Who's bringing coal? You're empty. You're dirt. You're coal. You're going over there. Because that's on a P2. So I'm going to change this one to a P2 as well. So it looks like we're running out of coal a little bit because we're actually doing more steel production, which isn't a bad thing necessarily. But obviously is causing us some issues. Are we starting to see trucks doing dumping over here? I think we are. I think that's what they're starting to do here. Do they just pick the closest dumping point, I wonder? I'm not sure. How's everything else? Animal feed's looking bad. Tree cannot store saplings after harvest. That's fine. So we also have thermal desalination that we unlocked a little while back. So we could look at changing these over to thermal desalination. But saying that, is there a lot of point? Because we don't have a lot of steam coming in at the moment. So there's not a lot of point in doing thermal desalination if we've got no steam, is there? I'm very concerned why a lot of this doesn't seem to be running. Why is that? This is a priority out. So we've got that and that. Medium oil is full. Medium oil is full. Medium oil goes into here. Because diesel's full. It has nowhere to put the diesel. So because we filled up with diesel. Right, first world problems, I guess, eh? Because we filled up with diesel. Can we upgrade these? Yeah, let's upgrade a couple of these. So because we filled up with diesel, we weren't producing any diesel down here. And because we weren't producing diesel, we're not producing the light oil. Because we're not producing the light oil. Or because we weren't producing that, we weren't producing the medium oil either. Struggling to find a destination it can reach. What has happened there? Have you just ran out of stuff to... I think you have. That's all fine. What we're going to do, and just have a quick look at this. There is copper. Every time there is stuff everywhere. So what I'd like to do is to tell you to do like this. Which isn't going to work over there. So for there, we need to change that into that. Which isn't going to work there. So do you know what? Let's just, for now, we'll just get rid of this. Don't dig that either, because that'd be silly. Don't dig that. Don't dig any of that. Don't dig that. Just dig that bit. That'll be fine for now. And then we'll worry about what we're going to do with that corner bit at another time. Right, so you should now have somewhere to go, so you should be fine. Designations outside of the mining tower. That's also fine, because they do have stuff to do for now. Okay. We don't care about that. So everything should be looking hunky-dory. Look at all the excavators we've got over here working on this. This is looking good. This is looking good. Obviously, oh, we've got some new refugees who have brought some copper, rubber, and diesel. Hooray. Yeah, obviously we want to stop this relatively soon, but we're not going to do that until this all starts filling up again. So I'm going to leave that going for the minute. I might even... Well, I can't pause them because they're doing stuff there. So I might pause all of that for the moment. Just give it a chance to start backing up. This water is completely empty. Now this water isn't. So it's not the end of the world. We still have water here, but the fact they've completely emptied isn't a great sign. It means we're using a lot of water. We do have all the extra farms and chickens and stuff now using water, so we are using more and more. Sulfur's looking fine, so they must be able to get sulfur into there. There's a little path they've made, so they can just about reach that for the sulfur. And they must be able to reach it for the soybean as well, because nothing's complaining about soybean filling up. How are we doing over here? We've got some vegetables and vegetables and vegetables. We've got just loads of vegetables. But if they can't stock those vegetables anywhere, that could cause us a problem. So we might want to think about upgrading this as well. Just so we've got somewhere to put those extra vegetables. We probably want to think about upgrading extra diesel storage as well, because, I mean, there's a little bit there, but not a lot. So let's think about maybe upgrading some of these. So what are we doing for all these? But how are we doing for electronics? We're doing okay. So let's do a couple more of these as well. Right. Oh. Could not store all vegetables after harvest. Yes. Does that mean that you did vegetables and you've just done more vegetables? I don't want to keep up in the priority and everything because it's going to start getting really silly. But it looks like they are coming there to take some of the vegetables now. So that's not too bad. Yes, they are. There are just so many vegetables that they're struggling to get rid of them all. It would be wonderful to belt all of that in, really, wouldn't it? Well, that's going to create some nightmare scenarios in terms of belts. I suppose for the vegetables, we could bring a belt around this way. If we take a belt from there, bring it down here, just join it into the end of there. That's not a bad idea, actually. And they do produce a lot of vegetables, so that would help. Let's do that. Let's do that. If we bring it out too, where can we go? We can go there. We need to come around to about here. Not too worried what it does at this end so much. That's fine. And then join onto there. Excellent. And then we should be able to go vegetables to there. Vegetables to there. And vegetables to there. Excellent. That looks all right to me. Can we Unity build some of this? Oh, that did go flat there, which I don't like, actually. So let's change all of that. I don't want that. I don't mind that bit so much. And then let's Unity build that and that and that. Okay, excellent. That'll get all the vegetables out. So we've still got all the other products in there, but at least they'll be able to get the vegetables out. Now, ship modifications are finally complete, which means the steel can go towards building stuff. So we got the ship engine Mark II. Excellent. Do we have anything else we can build? I don't think so. We're going to just quickly check. Nope. Right, that means we can now finally start thinking about sending you out elsewhere. So we've got some dangerous looking things down here. Not enough crew. Oh, because we took the crew off the ship. How do we get the crew back on the ship? Load crew. We have enough workers to do that. It takes 60. Is it always taking 60 workers? I don't know. So we have some other areas we can now reach, or we could say go down here and battle this. Battle score of 430. What's our ship's battle score? 210. Not great. Let's not do that. That sounds terrifying. So let's send them elsewhere, shall we? So should we do this little one over here? Excellent. We also have this ship over here, which is currently doing not a lot. We started building... Oh, no, because that's the fuel bit, isn't it? So they're actually starting to dump stuff over here again now, and I don't think I really want them to do that. It's only a little bit. Yeah, we'll get them to finish off that little tiny bit. And they still need to fill that chunk in, and I don't know why they're not doing it. Let's actually just... It was on a different colour, so maybe I told them to mine that. Maybe that's why there's a dip there. Maybe some excavator went down there to mine or something weird. So they're doing a little bit of dumping over here. They've got a little bit of dumping to do there, and they've got a little bit of dumping to do there. Excellent. What else is going on? Is it worth increasing our glass production? Probably not. We've got a fair bit of glass on the go. Animal food is looking... Oh, we've actually got a bit of stock of animal food for the first time in a long time. Still not enough to get us some more chickens, but that's all fine. That's all fine. Vegetable storage has been upgraded and is immediately full. And we can't put the vegetables anywhere else. Unless we build another food market, which I'm not hugely keen on doing. We are running a little... It's getting there. I think we're going to unpause this one. Although we don't have many Mark II parts over here because we're not producing them. So I'm going to unpause just the one of them. Because we've got a few Mark I parts in. So we've unpaused just one of them, I think. Because that's backing up our iron, which means we can get some steel going. So we don't want to do too much crazy things there. We've also paused production of our Mark II vehicle parts. Well, we have got enough to do that one at the moment. So that's not the end of the world. And we've got another 128 in there. So that's also fine. Whew. Concrete mixer Mark II. It wouldn't... I say it wouldn't hurt, but I suppose it increases the number of workers, doesn't it? Which is the thing. We are full of concrete, but the one thing we haven't really touched on at all at any point is doing like roads and surfaces. And it'd be really nice if we could get like these main thoroughfares covered with concrete. I think that would just make everything look a bit nicer. We could also just start delineating. It took a moment to think about the word. We could start delineating some of these areas as well with surfaces. I think that would be awesome. I just don't know if we've got the concrete to do it at the moment. It's either brick or concrete or metal. We obviously don't want to use metal because our iron ore situation is problematic. We've got enough to keep up with demand at the moment. That's only because these are largely poor. So let's just check this quickly. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. We're going to lose this. What happens if you lose a fight? Do you... Oh, our gun's on fire. Oh, we just run away to get repaired. Okay, so we might not want to do much more exploring then, I guess, because everything's quite dangerous. So we'll repair that, and I guess we'll just leave that guy just docked for the moment. So this is looking okay. Maybe we can think about doing some more diesel storage, because we don't want to fill up with diesel again. That's a terrifying situation to be in. We can see there's a little bit of light oil coming in. We've got some naphtha and some water as well. Obviously, these are all still burning, but that's fine because we need that for some of these buildings. But we've paused all of this. We want to get that storage not full necessarily. Water's running really low there. That's quite concerning. We're not getting a lot of water in from this pipe. Is that because... what does this one do? This one does... steel. It's because we're doing more steel production. I feel like we need more water production. We're kind of maxing out our water production. We do have more there. I think it's more the fact at the moment that we just don't have enough pipes coming off of them to fill all the water needs. So we kind of need to think about upping our desalination, I guess. What we could do in the short term is get these up and running again, because this water should be looking okay over here. Because there's been so much rain. That would mean taking this pipe and connecting it back over here. And where does that connect to? Like, where would that increase our supply? That just goes into this one. So that does do the two main feeds. It's not going to help this one so much, which does the chickens and the farms. Water's a concern. Water is a concern. I am concerned about the water. Because there is absolutely nothing in that at the moment. Okay, yeah, let's get these back up and running. So let's bring that in a little bit further up. Connect that one in there and then Unity build it. Unity build it, please. And then we need to also do this little chunk here. Ooh. And Unity build you. And then let's just unpause maybe just one of them for the minute and just see how that starts. Oh, no, you know what, sod it, let's just do both. Sod it, let's do both. And we're actually running a bit low of water to feed our concrete, but we do have an extra pipe that comes off of our main supply. Yeah. Not great. Not great. Okay. How is this looking? We've got everything. Oh, we're going to have our first large excavator. Let's watch it roll out. Oh, look at the size of that beast. Oh, look at you. Oh, I love you. I love you so much. How do they get out over there? Okay, that was a brief moment of concern. So you are going to go straight onto iron. One large excavator, please. And I was going to say we should be getting some more trucks soon, but... well, they only use rubber and diesel, so actually that should be absolutely fine. So let's get another one of those queued up as well. Let's speed this up so we can watch our large excavator go to work. Oh, I'm excited about this. Slower than down. There's no reason it should collapse because we should be filling stuff in. So I'm going to leave. I'm going to ignore that for the moment because there's not really any reason it should be doing that. I suppose I could take this one out and pipe it in up here. Because why isn't this stuff moving? Is it because that belt goes this way? It must be. It must be. So let's get rid of that. And do that. Because these shouldn't be backing up with... I mean, they're actually full of recyclables. Oh, no, they're not. I was looking at the wrong bit. No, they are full of recyclables. Yeah, so we probably haven't been doing a lot of research because of that. Yeah, I think that was told to go from that one into this one, so it wasn't going anywhere. So for ages, that's been backing up. So let's get those emptied, and we'll worry about that another point. We can always just connect that one up into this one here. We don't really need two separate inputs into this. Are we starting to get glass at any point now? Doesn't look like. Not quite yet. It's going to happen at some point, though, so we will have to do the next stage of this then. Oh, there's our... Look at the size difference between them. Look at the size difference between them. Oh, I love it. I love it so much. So we need to start thinking about getting some more headroom here as well, really, don't we? So we can start building more. And we should start seeing some steel start to build up a little bit, and hopefully some Mark II parts. So we've got a few in stock. We've got 26. Probably used a lot on pipes and everything, though. How is this going? You don't have any water in you. I thought I Unity built you. What are you struggling to reach? What are you trying to reach? Oh, I see. Yeah, that's not going to work, is it? Let's... How? I mean, like, seriously, how did that happen? How did that happen? So I want you to go from there. And I want you to slope. But you don't ever do what I think you're going to do. Is that doing it? That's doing it. That looks better. Okay. So they'll start doing stuff now. We do have a swarm of excavators here. We should start seeing a lot more coal coming in over here, but still not as much as you might think. It's probably because we're burning a lot more coal over here now. How are we doing? This coal bucket is now full. Excellent. We're starting to see a little bit of fuel gas building up. Naphtha not so much, but that's fine because the naphtha goes into the rubber production, and we are actually using rubber to make some of these trucks now for the first time in a long time. We've got some new refugees. Hooray. Did we unpause this one? We did, but then we paused the actual building itself. Okay, well that's now done. So now we have a bit more headroom for people. We have some more space. We could build stuff over here. So there's a little bit more needed for that, but we could put another one there if we wanted. We could also put another one there just by moving that belt. So that's another little bit of headroom we've got there. Excellent. Woohoo! Let's repair the ship because that got smashed. That's going to take a lot of steel. Excellent. Excellent. We've got greenhouses now, though. What are we researching next? Let's just have a quick look. See if I can figure out how this works. So the greenest stuff we haven't researched. And the yellowest stuff we've got queued up. Right, so we've only got a couple of things queued up. So we've got fermentation, which is going to do the corn mash. And it's going to turn it into ethanol. Should we wish. We could then turn ethanol into rubber, but I'm not too worried about that because we already have the naphtha into rubber. And we could burn ethanol in the boiler. So we could turn corn into ethanol to burn in the boiler, but I don't think that's really a worthwhile use of corn at the moment. But then we get biodiesel on the other hand, which changes ethanol into cooking oil, which makes diesel, which is a very different thing and could be more interesting. So we'd need to use corn to make the ethanol and soybeans to make the cooking oil. So we can make diesel and animal food. So I've got that queued up. I'm not actually sure. Does this give me a boost, Bunny? Oh, hold up. Hold your horses. No. Do that one. Do that one now. Get that done. Oh, yes, please. 20 plus vehicle cap. Get on it. We also have large storage we could be working on. Reforming and cracking, which turns naphtha into diesel and fuel gas. Well, that's interesting, but do we need more diesel? Not really, I suppose. Naphtha and steam into fuel. I mean, there's lots of stuff. I just don't know if it's already useful for us at the moment. What does this do? This makes oxygen and hydrogen from water. Nitrogen and hydrogen from ammonia. Now, we do produce ammonia at the moment, and I don't think we're using it for anything. So they could be interesting. We also have additional fertilizers here, which uses the ammonia and oxygen to make fertilizer Mark 1. And then Mark 1 to make Mark 2. That's interesting. Ammonia and oxygen. Now, I thought we were making ammonia here. Oh no, we're making nitrogen there. So I wonder where we get the ammonia from. Where do we get ammonia from? Because that's more interesting. What were we looking at? This, electrolysis. If we could get ammonia, we could turn it into nitrogen and hydrogen. Why is that interesting again? Because we thought we had it as an extra product, but we don't. So it's actually not as interesting as I thought. Take it back. Yeah, and then the naphtha and steam into fuel gas, but we're kind of relying on the naphtha. If we moved over to corn production for rubber, we could use the naphtha to make more burnable materials, but yeah, it's all a bit of a muchness. These are starting to fill up again, so we're going to upgrade another couple of these. And although our diesel is currently filling up, as we start building more large-scale vehicles, that's going to change. So did we make a truck? I think we made a truck somewhere, but we never saw it come out. So let's come over here. We're going to give you that large truck to deal with that large excavator. Because right now, I'm guessing that one bucket full. Because how much do these hold? 20. And you scoop up. Oh, you can do a truck per scoop. Yes, if we can get a large truck over there, that's going to help. We've got this on the way now, which is going to give us more vehicles, which is just going to give us that headroom to build stuff without having to worry about getting rid of stuff all the time. So that should be increasing our copper production, which it is. That's awesome. So we've got copper ore. Iron ore. We've got iron ore flowing in all over the place now, which is brilliant. Is there a reason you're... Oh, you are running. You're just doing a bit slower. That's fine. And you can also use the iron scrap if we have any. We have a little bit which filters in every now and then. Okay. So you're dumping stuff over here. That's good. We're going to slowly start filling this in, but it is going to be a slow process because it is quite a large area. You're still dumping over there. No one's dumping it. Oh, there are still some trucks dumping over there. Okay. What is our next thing? What is our next thing we need to be thinking about working on, I guess? The vehicles are kind of like the next thing I have in my head. Is that large truck over there yet? Oh, it is. Look at it. Oh, that is beautiful to see. And how much do you hold? 60. 3 times as much. Oh, man. If we can start replacing all of our trucks with larger trucks and everything, it's gonna make everything so much more efficient. Oh, it's exciting. It's exciting times. Anyway, we were looking at this. We started looking at this very briefly. So the concrete mixer 2, seawater pump tall. Okay, it can just be a bit higher, which we don't really need. That's not too much of a problem. Evaporation ponds. Yeah, the thermal desalinator. So what do we do at the moment? We put it into the coal or distiller, which produces 60 to 36 and 24 with some exhaust. Well, this does 108 to 70-ish and 40-ish. You can use low power steam to do 72 to 72 in brine. That's pretty good. But we would need low power steam or high powered steam. High does 108 to 78. But gives us more brine. And this is where our brine comes from at the moment, isn't it? Yeah. Not too sure what to do there, you know. What? You're not running because you haven't got any coal? Oh. Oh. Because that's now a P2. I'm going to change that to a P4. So we're going to focus on that one first, and then that's a P3, so that one will be next. Oh, we're not producing any water. So these ones are okay, because they have this back store of water, which goes into these. That one probably needs to be a Mark II, doesn't it? That's possibly why these ones stay full and these ones don't, because we've got these two here with all of these producing potentially 30, 60, 120, like 160, 70 water, and then it's all getting bottlenecked by this 60 here. So let's start getting these emptied. That's going to help our water situation out quite a lot. And if we just flick over to here, yeah, that's running nicely. This one isn't, but that's at the end of this chain. This one isn't. How is your water? Empty. So yeah, there's a little bit of water trickling down, but not a lot. We're not getting enough water to run the farms. So you come off there, you come off there. So let's just click this because it's almost impossible to tell. So you come all the way from there. Okay, so yeah, that's why you've been struggling, possibly because of that pipe there as well. We really need that coal. We do have coal coming in now. Okay, okay, okay. How is coal looking? Not great, possibly because we are burning a lot of coal over here. So we probably need to get more excavators working on coal. That seems ridiculous. There are 6 of them, but we are struggling to deal with our coal production at the moment. We should start seeing more water coming in now. Now we've got that extra pipe and we've got a little bit of coal coming in. I'm guessing you're coming there as well, yeah. So these are looking like they're in better condition. It's just going to take a while to filter through everything, I think. Yeah, that one's now full. That one's full. That one's full. That one's full. These ones are not. But we are starting to see some water come in. Okay. Mildly concerning. Mildly concerning. Let's think about... Where are you going? You're up there assigned to that coal. You... Let's scrap you for parts. So we can start building the next Mark II. Could not enough water. Yes. You're at the very end of this chain, aren't you, pretty much? There's a little bit of water on its way now. So that should hopefully solve that problem. Still not seeing a lot of water coming in here. That one's starting to get there. So, if we changed over to thermal desalination, that wouldn't really solve the coal problem. It just moves the coal problem over to here, doesn't it? We do have lots of this now. Bit of a cough. So let's maybe think about unpausing all of those, which we have enough workers for. And once that starts spinning up, we'll go pause the other... How do you immediately have products coming out? Like, it hasn't even started running. It must have just been steam left in the pipes, I guess. And once we start seeing that spinning, we'll pause the other one. Not far fussed about the tree saplings. They should be starting to plant over here. They are. That looks great. Oh, the tree harvesters have started over here. Did I tell you you could do that? I'm not sure I told you you could harvest that, but okay, that's fine. That's only because they're not doing anything because we're full of wood, which is our that storage there. That's fine. Okay, if that's the way you want to play it, that's the way you want to play it. So that is all starting to spin. Not quite. Why not? I want to see these spinning. I want to see you spinning. I'm assuming we have enough stuff down here. This water's okay. We've got plenty of naphtha and fuel gas. We've got plenty of light and medium, or light and heavy oil, I should say. So these should be, yeah, here we go. Those are starting to burn stuff as well as they're needed as well. Okay, okay. I'm going to pause you just to make sure no one does at any point start putting animal feed in there. Because if we have additional animal feed, I'll just make a bigger container. Water is looking good. Okay, so I think we've somewhat resolved the water problem. The diesel is actually a problem. Do we need to start off-gassing additional diesel? I mean, that seems crazy. Like, genuinely crazy. I'm concerned as we start replacing them with the bigger vehicles, though, it's going to start becoming more of a potential problem. How are you doing in that regard? Or did you make another large truck? Is that already done? Bosh! Couple of large trucks, 4 small ones. So there's 1 for that. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Nice. So we're going to carry on doing that. Tell me this is all spinning now. I don't know. It might just not be spinning because we don't have enough power requirements. So if I come over and pause all of this. Oh, we need coal over here as well, don't we? Yes. But this is doing okay for coal now, so that's not too bad. It looks like we're having some landslides, but I'm not too worried about that. How is this looking? It's looking fantastic. We're full of copper ore. How is iron? Oh, look at that! Look at that. Let's unpause you and you, I think. We need to start building up some more of those pieces. Small excavator has no fuel. I'm sure that will sort itself out at some point. Cool. So we should be seeing these spinning now. Yes, and they'll be spinning when they're needed. Looks like power isn't a problem. Right. Oh, my word. Oh, my word. Ah, but now we are seeing a problem. Water is empty. Because we're not getting coal down here fast enough. I don't think there's a way of us really making that faster, is there? I suppose before it wasn't too much of a problem because we'd have coal coming from here. But now the coal is all the way up there and it's a longer journey down. Do we want to build a really massive coal belt down here? Even if we just built a belt down here and then terminated it in a massive storage, at least the trucks only have to go from there to there and there and there. I think I might do that. I think I might do that. I also think it's... In fact, we're going to need to put a bridge in, aren't we? So let's bring it to like... Let's flatten it. And I'll put a bridge in like there somewhere. And then we'll bring it to like here. And then we'll flatten it again to put another bridge in. That'll do. And then we'll put a large bucket. No, I think a small bucket will do for now. Pop that in there. It's the wrong sort of belt, isn't it? It's the wrong sort of belt. Get rid of the whole thing. How did we manage that? How did we manage that? So we'll bring it to like there. Bring it up. Bring it there. Bring it down. Bring it up. Do that. And then can we just Unity build all of that? Yeah, we can. Nice. So that should help. That should help. We still want trucks to be able to pick up coal from here. Don't deliver, do pick up. We still want trucks to be able to do that. Let's build the vehicle bridges that we need. Let's just do small ones. So we'll do one like there. I don't know that we necessarily need those, but it just seems like a sensible thing to have just in case. Like, if these want to get down here, they can go across there, or they can go across there to get that way. Yeah, I think that makes sense. We've got some more refugees. Hooray. Thank you very much, refugees. Diesel is so nearly full. We do need to start thinking about doing something else with our diesel, which seems crazy. And we don't have enough Mark II parts to upgrade them automatically, because we're sending half of them over here for the Mark III. So let's pause that one again, and we'll just leave those two going. I mean, yeah, iron's looking fine. Steel's looking fine. Okay. So we've got our two large trucks over here with nothing to do. No valid destination. How is there no valid destination? You've got iron ore, because the iron ore is just full. All right, yeah, that's not the end of the world, to be honest. I'm happy with that. Happy with that. So we should start seeing some coal. It's going to take a little while to get there, isn't it? It's going to take some time to get there, actually. But we're probably going to want to increase our coal production up here. This one's got no fuel, so we should start seeing a fuel truck at some point soon. And then we want this one. It's going to be coal, and we're going to say keep empty with like a P4. So it's not as important to keep empty as it is to fill these up. And this one, what P were you on? A P9, that's fine. So they'll take that coal somewhere if they can. Sweet. Oh, we've got a lot of meat trimmings. What do we do with meat trimmings? Meat trimmings. We can turn it into fuel gas and compost, or we can turn it just into compost. Compost in a mixer or an anaerobic digester to get fuel. You can also put it into a solid burner. That seems wasteful. So we could get some more fuel gas out of it, and a quarter of the compost. Or do we just want to turn it into compost? We're not using as much. Is there anything else we can do with it, I suppose? We can turn it into sausages once we get that research, but that's quite a little way down, so maybe not too concerned about that. Where is what we're researching at the moment? It's over there, isn't it? Why is that? How can we research that now? Oh, because we've got the housing Mark III, which we pushed to. Okay. So yeah, so sausages are a little way away. So do we have an anaerobic digester thing? I suppose I should actually just look in the research. I'm not sure that I do. Oh my word, how do you... Ro? No. AE? I just do this 15. Oh, I got it right. Excellent. So we get that once we get the biofuel. which we've got. We've got the banana robot digester. Okay, full, awesome. So that's in here somewhere. We know we have it then. Where is it? Where is it? Power production? That seems weird. Oil refining? Nope. Waste management? There it is. So we could turn meat trimmings into fuel gas and compost. The only thing that's confusing about this is where we're going to put it. Because right now we're turning some corn and some wheat into animal feed to turn into compost. If we're just doing the meat trimmings into compost... Trying to think about how we would want to set this up. Oh, that takes compost in to make the fertilizer. Right, yeah, that. I was just confused why they were separate lines there. So let's think. If we want to stop it turning the corn and wheat into compost. But we don't want to do that because that makes the animal feed, doesn't it? So we actually want those making animal feed. But if something else is prioritizing the compost, then more animal feed would be going in there. I think for now, we're just going to build this. We're going to put it right in their path. Yeah, we're going to put it right in their path. We're going to connect the meat trimmings up to it. We're going to say you're going to turn meat trimmings into fuel gas and compost. The compost, we're just going to plug it into here. We're just going to plug it into there. That's fine. And then the fuel gas, we're just going to put into a storage, which we're going to put there. And you're going to have fuel gas, and we're going to say, keep you empty. For a few brief videos, I thought the crashing thing had been solved. Hadn't had any crashes, but no, it's back. So, anyway, so yeah, what I was looking at there was fuel gas can get delivered to there. That shouldn't be a problem. The only problem I'm going to have is that the fuel gas is full. But this should be prioritizing fuel gas. No, it's prioritizing the naphtha. Of course it is. It's prioritizing the naphtha. Because if we fill it with naphtha, we can't make any more... We can't burn more light oil. So actually it's a concern these are now so full. That's a problem for us. That's actually a problem for us. It's a nice problem to have, but it is a problem for us. That one's got steam. This one isn't burning. I guess just because we've got enough steam going out at the moment that we don't need to worry about it. Which is also a nice problem to have. No available place to dump products. I mean, there are several places you could dump products. There is more dumping there. There is dumping down here. And there is still dumping there. So there is. I don't understand this error that comes up sometimes. I really don't. Let's unpause. And let's unpause that. And then can we Unity build? Can't Unity build that one because it uses Construction Parts Mark II that we're very short of. That's fine. At least it will start processing some of this stuff. Okay. So I think we're going to start needing some more trucks soon. But I think I was also pretty much getting up to the hour mark when the game decided to crash on me. And we are filled with vegetables. We need something else to do with vegetables. That's what we need. We need something else to do with... We just literally have too many vegetables. And I guess people don't prioritize the vegetables. We're up to 33 months worth of food, though, which is awesome. I'm guessing they don't prioritize the vegetables. So that has started producing. That's excellent. Can't do much with the compost at the moment, but at least that'll join this one here. And that should mean that hopefully more animal feed is produced at some point. You're bringing in some sulfur. That's fine. Okay. I'm just thinking about like what problems we have now. Vegetables. What else can we do with vegetables? Come back research. Veggie. No. I'm trying to type one-handed with my left hand. We can turn them into fuel gas and compost. Okay. That's interesting. It's probably worth doing. So we would need to put a balancer in. There it is. Couldn't see the wood for the trees. I really wish you could just build these over existing things. Let's Unity remove that. Pop that in there. You're a priority out. Can we Unity build you? Yes. And then we've left like literally no space here, unfortunately, but... Oh, we've left the perfect amount of space. I take it back. And then we can also say, do the vegetables into compost. Because we just have excess, and we don't need excess. What are you complaining about? Stuff can no longer reach you. Does it need to? It shouldn't need to, because all the vegetables are belted out. There's no reason vegetables should have to be hand-delivered anymore. Apart from the fact this is filled, so we might have had trucks coming up here to try and pick stuff up to bring it down. That might have been what was happening, but that shouldn't be a problem anymore. Because we should have vegetables going into the anaerobic digester, as well as the meat trimmings. Let's... what do we want to prioritize in terms of it? I don't know if it matters too much. No, I don't think it does. Maybe I should have built this like along here, really, so they wouldn't complain. Perhaps I should have done that. No matter. Anyway, we've got a little bit of fuel gas coming in. It's not a lot, but it's something. And that fuel gas will get added into this at some point. This has been told it can import, so that's fine. Diesel storage is full. We need to think of something else to do with diesel when it's filled up. We could just off-gas it, but that seems so wasteful. Like, so wasteful. I mean, what else would we do with diesel? What else can you do with... Can you do anything useful with diesel? Let's make this the last thing we look at as I try to remember if it's IE. It is. Excellent. So, we can use diesel to make electricity. Sweet. We can make diesel. We can use diesel to make rubber. We can use diesel to make rubber. Okay. We can produce diesel. We can produce diesel. We can use diesel in a large generator. We can use diesel to make naphtha. Are we already doing that? No, we're using light oil to make naphtha. So we could use more diesel to make more naphtha and sour water. I don't know if we want that. That makes diesel, and then that's another generator, and then we're back to the beginning? I think we're back to the beginning, aren't we? So there's not a lot else we can do with diesel. Huh. So that's just filling up that. Do we just off-gas diesel? And that seems horrible. Do I just build more diesel storage? I'm genuinely thinking that's what I'll do, rather than just off-gassing diesel. It's just we have so much relying on the diesel production now, don't we? Like, if the diesel filled up before, it wasn't too much of a problem, but now we're not getting the naphtha, we're not getting the oils, we're not burning stuff here, we're relying on a single coal generator, which is no good for anyone. This one still isn't getting a lot of coal. Tell me you're coming down here? Yes. I might have to make you a P2 as well, because we need more coal there. We do have this one now, so they are actually getting coal from there, hopefully, rather than taking it... Yeah, so they are delivering coal straight to there once they're picking it up from there, so that's fine. There's no reason you should be picking up coal from there, really. No, pick it up from there. That's the whole point of that. It's the whole point. I suppose if that's not filled... Yeah, if that doesn't have any coal in it, then they'll... So maybe I do want to stop this from picking up coal from here. But then, like, even that one, they'll be taking it from there all the way up there. It might just balance itself out a bit if we start building up some coal down here. Maybe. Because this dude's coming from all the way up there to bring coal there. And don't get me wrong, I want coal there, but yeah. Anyway, I think we probably need to think about start wrapping up. So what have we done today? What have we done today? Just lots of little bits of finicky fixing, really. We've finally got some large vehicles on the go, which I genuinely couldn't be happier about. Look at this beast. Look at it. Look at that. What is that? Oh, it's just all those icons which are showing up through the mountain. That's interesting. Is there a reason you're not all running? You have glass? You know, because you're full of slag. Because you're full of slag. Because we never told that one to keep empty. Okay, well, we do need to do that then. So that's more trucks we need to do that. Fun times. And you are full of sand, but that's fine. Do we have 2 excavators over here? We did. We probably don't need 2 excavators doing that. Woo! Slow down the game. No water, so the corn's going to dry. I thought we'd solved the water problem. I thought that was all fine now. We have pumps pumping water. How are the farms out of water? Because we don't have any coal. We don't have any coal, so we don't have any water. Let's change that to a P3 and that to a P2. Just because we have a lot of oils and naphtha and fuel gas. So maybe that's less of a concern. If we look over here, did I prioritize the inputs? It's very hard to tell. I prioritized the light and heavy oils. No, I didn't. I prioritized the naphtha and the fuel gas. Okay. Doesn't matter too much. Again, it'd be nice if you could stack those a little bit. So we should now be seeing some more coal coming in. Which I'd like to see just coming from this container, but this belt is a bit slow. Maybe if I upgrade that belt, it's going to cost an absolute fortune, isn't it? It's going to be so expensive. Corn lost. We've lost the corn. Damn it. We need the corn. That's painful for us. So, what have we done? We have started processing the meat trimmings and vegetables into compost and extra fuel gas for us. Don't know whether we really want the fuel gas or whether extra compost would be nice. But that compost is probably going to back up quite quickly. And the only other thing we could do with it is just make compost. So... why is that so shiny? It's like it's constantly highlighted. I don't know why. A lot of them are. Is it just the outputs that are shining? It looks weird. Anyway, so we've done that. Animal feed looks like it's starting to sort itself out a bit, which is fantastic. We've had water problems because we are using coal to make water, and that is causing us problems. So do we potentially think next time about tearing all of this down? Probably losing a lot of crops. We need to get something researching whilst I'm yapping. Fuel station Mark II. Increased refueling rate. Yeah, sure. Let's get that one done. Not bothered about the large generator because I don't think there's any way we want to be burning diesel for electric. That's fine. The fertilizers I will get queued up. I haven't really dealt with edicts for quite some time. Household goods? Generate extra unity when provided. Wouldn't be a bad thing. Canola, which makes cooking oil and animal feed. Don't know if we're worried about canola. There's a couple of things queued up, right? We've queued up a couple of things, so let's just leave that going. Right, we've got a bit of vehicle overhead. So we started making our first large vehicles. That's good. We've belted some coal straight down here, so trucks come down here to pick it up to try and get the coal into this faster. Maybe it'd be worthwhile just belting that in. Yes, maybe next time we think seriously about thermal desalination. It does use a lot of steam though, because these make 48, which sounds like a lot, but we've got 12 there, 18, 24, we'll just call it 25, 28, and then another 48. So yeah, one of those can power both of those. Use a transport to output. Yeah, that was confusing to me. One of those can power one of those, but then the extra stuff powers all of that. I don't know if I included the naphtha in that either. So then we're talking this taking an extra 12. I think we'd probably need to put in an extra... maybe another coal generator. Move that coal storage problem over there. Why are you paused? Oh, because that's the animal feed. That's fine. I was like, oh my god, we've got to be paused the coal somewhere. But that's a lot. And how much water do these produce? 36. 72. And it takes... we'd probably need to do the high, wouldn't we? Crashed again. Well, I started thinking about how many of these we'd need to replace all of these, but honestly, not too concerned. But next time, we will sit down and we will think about how many of these we would need to give us the same output of water. And then, oh, they're full of brine. No, that shouldn't be a problem because you should be outputting the brine elsewhere. So the brine goes up here. Some of it goes over to these to make salt, but the rest of it should be being outputted and spat out into the ocean, so that shouldn't be a problem. I don't know why you're full of brine. Right, I'm going to pause the game. Is it because you're Mark 1 pipes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... yeah, that's definitely not helping. But even that Mark 1 pipe says it's full. Yeah, we will... so next time, first thing we're going to do is going to try and sort out the brine problem. So I'm guessing these are okay. Yeah, but these are full. Not good. Not good. So that's the first thing we'll do is we'll sort out this piping down here to sort out the brine problem. We'll figure out how many thermal desalinators we would need to replace the 12 basic distillers we have, and whether that would be good for us. They make a lot more brine, but I suppose that's because they make more water, isn't it? That makes sense. And whether that would use more or less coal than we are currently using if we were burning coal to make steam. Obviously we have other products, but if we were just, let's just say in theory, we were just doing coal, how much would it cost to do it to burn the steam compared to burning it in here? That's the first thing we're going to do. Aside from that, we have a headroom of 20 vehicles, so we will start replacing more of our vehicles. We've got more, hooray! We've got more refugees, so we'll start replacing more of our vehicles with the large varieties. I think focusing on the trucks. No, we'll definitely get at least a couple of large excavators to do the coal. You should be... oh, you don't. You're not focused on coal. Focus on coal. 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 Don't just dig up anything. Dig up the coal. Yeah, so they've been digging up rock and dirt for like just no reason. So maybe we'll get a couple of large excavators working on the coal face. Copper's over. Sorry, I needed to mute because I was about to have a minor coughing fit, but then I muted a bit early. This water is going to start getting potentially a little low because we are using 2 pumps here. Although these have filled up again. I'm pretty sure they went a bit lower, so that's not a bad thing to see. And maybe surfaces, if we get round to it. If we can maybe up these to concrete mixers Mark II. It wouldn't hurt start making this look a little bit prettier and getting some surfaces down. I think that would look really good. But it's just trying to find the time and the resources to do it. Oh, we need to repair our ship if that isn't done, or what it is. But we don't really have a lot to do with it at the moment. I don't know where the next set of research is to get the bigger guns and everything. There. So we could start thinking about potentially getting bigger guns. And that gives us access to the ship bridge Mark III. I suppose it depends on what these take to produce it as well, doesn't it? But yeah, maybe we'll do the weapon. In fact, I'm going to queue that up now. Let's queue up the weapons. But the fact it's here concerns me because I'm thinking maybe it's going to need electronics to do it, but we'll find that out later on. Anyway, that was a really higgledy-piggledy summary of what we've done and what is yet to come next time. As always, I hope you've enjoyed this latest episode of Captain of Industry. I think this is genuinely my favourite factory game. I'd love it. I think the pacing in it is so well. It's so well done, I should say. The pacing is so well. It's so well done. Like maybe it could be just a fraction faster in terms of moving to the newer techs faster. But then again, I've never felt like I'm stagnating. Like I always have more stuff to do. So that probably wouldn't be a good thing if they did that. What is this? Iron. Are we out of iron? We're out of iron. That's interesting. Because I thought we were producing enough iron to run all of this. Or did I figure that out last time? That isn't the case. Interesting. Interesting. Brine, iron, vehicles. I think that'll pretty much be sorted. Hopefully they've started to fill this in a bit. Oh, you can see they have started a little bit there. Yes, that's looking good. That's looking good. What we'll do with that space, I don't really know, but it's something. Looks like this is also stopped complaining about to collapse, so that's nice. Not available to dump products, which I think is a lie. You'll probably get with doing some more vehicle Mark II parts on the go. Awesome. Yeah. If you've enjoyed this, hit the like button, comment, subscribe, all those good things. Don't forget I stream on Wednesdays at 7:30 PM UK time, and it'd just be wonderful to see you there. If not, I'll see you back in Captain of Industry, and as always, thank you very much for joining me.